All right, everybody, and welcome to this clinic on the two umpire system as adopted by the South Dakota Umpires Association regarding the two umpire system in the CCA mechanics. As you may be aware, hopefully the South Dakota Umpires Association has adopted a new set of mechanics to basically kind of modernize their mechanics. As we'll discuss in all these videos, two umpire system philosophy. It's the basic set of mechanics for all umpires, and the 3 and 4 umpire systems build upon the system. We give up distance in favor of angle because the two umpire system is the hardest because we have the most responsibility. These mechanics are not the be all end all for positioning, but they provide a really good start. Lastly, where the number of outs and the likelihood of a play occurring because the ball was put in play was prevalent in the old set of mechanics, the CCA book takes a more it takes a different approach, shall we say, to put umpires in the best position where we don't have the ball being put in play, but we have some other action on the field. So as I said on the intro here, we're going to talk about bases loaded situations. In bases loaded situations, we have two pre-pitch options. But first, I'm going to say, as far as coverage in the outfield and things like that, nothing's changed from any of the previous systems. So you're going to notice that these clinics can be a little bit shorter because there's a lot less stuff because there's overlap. Okay, and that overlap is actually skipped in the book. So in this situation, we'll start off. U1 will be taking a position here at mid-C. I will say for me personally, and a lot of other umpires, we're going to start here. We're going to start in deep C. I like the deep C position, and you're going to see this when we talk about pre-pitch and why we made the switch. I have a back pick of R3. I'm in a really good position to see ball, runner, fielder in that deep C position. So that's why we start there, or why I would recommend that we start there in that deep C position. So in this situation, we got a clean hit to the outfield. Plate umpire, stay home at the top, at the point of the plate. It's real simple. You're going to observe any touches and be in position to roll on any plays at the plate. As we talked about in previous lessons, a play is where we have both runner, fielder, we have runner, fielder, and ball, all converging at one time. U1 is going to have any runner not at home plate. It's probably the easiest way to describe that. In this situation, we have fly ball to left center field to catch. As we recall from previous lessons, fly ball to left center field, that's going to be a situation where the base umpire, or U1, will have catch, no catch responsibilities. In this situation, it appears that R1 is going to stay at first base with R2 tagging. R3 also tags and scores. Plate umpire is responsible for the tag of R3 and any subsequent play at the plate. U1 would have any following play on either R1 or R2. On a fly ball down the left field line with a catch, plate umpire got to get out in front of the plate, but we like to stay on the line in this situation. Line up, catch, and the runner, catch and tag, as you may have heard it before. And then U1 will the plate umpire would take any play at the plate, and just like in the previous play pick, U1 will have any other situation that may arise on any of the bases not at home. Fly ball down the right field line. This one is where it gets really tricky, okay? Because under the old style of thinking, the plate umpire would try to go as far back as they could to line up to tag with the catch. In this situation, the play pick where the plate umpire goes to first base line extended, that is the extension of first base, of the first base line beyond home plate, just like that, to line up fair, foul, and catch, no catch. As soon as that ball is touched, when I'm the plate umpire, I'm going to glance over at R3. And if they're, they say at some of the camps and clinics, if they're within the dirt area, still at the time you look over, they're good. But I'm going to look over, I'm going to check the touch of R3 and be in a position to rule on any subsequent plays at the plate. U1 would have any advancement of a runner inside of the infield. That is all of the play picks that are described for bases loaded situations. When we have an infield situation, we're going to handle that just like we have runners on first and second, except the plate umpire should take a position first base line extended if there's a play at first base. Otherwise, the plate umpire should read the play and set up on the train track and use proper wedge mechanics to rule on any play at the plate. So up next, after this clinic, we will go on to discuss runners on first and third.